Speed Maths 9. Ratio and proportion tricks. A ratio is a comparison of two quantities. A ratio can be expressed as a fraction, using a colon. A proportion is an equation that states that two ratios are equal. If two ratios are proportional, it means that they can be written in the same ratio form. Model 1. Basic concept. Example 1. 30% of A equals 50% of B. Find A. B. Percentage and 0 are cancelled on both sides. 3A equals 5B. Then the ratio A by B is equal to 5 by 3. Therefore, the ratio of A to B is 5 to 3. Example 2. 6% of A equals 12% of B. Equals 20% of C. Find A, B, C. We can start by using equality. 6A equals 12B equals 20C. Dividing equality by 2, we get 3A equals 6B equals 10C. We can start by using the given equalities to write three ratios. Taking the LCM of 3, 6, and 10, we get 30. Simplifying by dividing all terms by 30, we get A by 10 equals B by 5 equals C by 3. Therefore, A, B, C equals 10 to 5, 3. Example 3. If P, Q equals 8 to 15 and Q, R equals 3 to 2. Then find P, Q, R. We can start by using the given ratios to find a common ratio for P, Q, and R. P, Q equals 8, 15, and Q, R equals 3 to 2. P, Q, R equals 8 into 3 to 15 into 3 to 15 into 2 is equal to 24, 45, 30. Here, the consequent of the first ratio should be equal to the antecedent of the second ratio. Dividing the ratio by 3, we get the required answer 8, 15, 10. Example 4. If P, Q equals 2 to 3, Q, R equals 4 to 5, and R, S equals 2 to 3, then find P, Q, R, S. We can start by using the given ratios to find a common ratio for P, Q, and R. P, Q equals 2 to 3 and Q, R is equal to 4 to 5. P, Q, R equals 2 into 4 to 4 into 3 to 3 into 5 is equal to 8, 12, 15. Here, the consequent of the first ratio should be equal to the antecedent of the second ratio. R, S equals 2 to 3. P, Q, R, S equals 2 into 8, 2 into 12, 2 into 15, 3 into 15. P, Q, R, S is equal to 16, 24, 30 to 45. Model 2. Combined ratio. Example 1. If P, Q equals 8 to 15 and Q, R equals 5 to 8, and R, S equals 4 to 5, then find P, S. Multiplying the second ratio by 3, so that the consequent of the first ratio should be equal to the antecedent of the second ratio. Then the second ratio Q, R becomes 15, 24. Similarly, multiply the third ratio by 6. So, the consequent of the second ratio should be equal to the antecedent of the third ratio. Then the third ratio R, S becomes 24, 30. Therefore, P, S is equal to 830. Example 2. Of the three numbers, the ratio of the first and second is 8 to 9 and that of the second and third is 3 to 4. If the product of the first and third number is 2400, then the second number is. Let the first and the second number be 8x and 9x respectively, multiplying the second ratio by 3, so that the consequent of the first ratio should be equal to the antecedent of the second ratio. Then the second ratio becomes 9x, 12x. The product of the first and third numbers 8x into 12x is 96x square. This 96x square is equal to 2400. Then x is equal to 5. Therefore, we need to find 9x, which is 45. Model 3. Distribution of amount. Example 1. A profit of Rs 8,000 is to be distributed among A, B, and C in the ratio 5 to 2, 3 respectively. What is the difference between the shares of A and B? The sum of A, B, and C is equal to 10. The difference between A and B is 3. The value 10 is equal to 8,000. Then the value 3 becomes 2,400. Example 2. A sum of money is divided among A, B, C, and D in the ratio 3 to 5, 8 to 9. If the share of D is rupees 1872 more than the share of A, then what is the total amount of money of B and C? The difference between D and A is 6. The sum of B and C is 13. The value 6 is equal to 1872. Then the value 13 becomes 4056. Model 4. Percentage change. Example 1. Seats for electronics, mechanical, and civil departments in a college are in the ratio 5 to 7, 8. There is a proposal to increase these seats by 40%, 50%, and 75% respectively. What will be the ratio of increased seats? Let the initial number of seats for electronics, mechanical, and civil be 50, 70, and 80 seats respectively. 40% of 50 is 20 seats. 50% of 70 is 35 seats. 75% of 80 is 60 seats. Hence, the ratio of increasing percentage will be 20, 35, 60. Then, after the proposed increase, the number of seats will be the sum of these two ratios. After the percentage increase, seat ratio will be 70, 105 to 140. By simplifying we get to 3 to 4. Model 5. Including or excluding concepts. Example 1. The total number of students in the school was 660. The ratio between boys and girls was 13 to 9. After some days, 30 girls joined the school and some boys left the school, and the new ratio between boys and girls becomes 6 to 5. The number of boys who left the school is, let's start by finding the initial number of boys and girls in the school using the given ratio of 13 to 9. The total ratio of boys and girls is equal to 13 plus 9, which equals 22. The number of boys equals 13 divided by 22 into 660, which is 390. The difference between the total number of students and the number of boys yields the number of girls. That is 660 minus 390 becomes 270 girls in the school. After 30 girls joined the school, the number of girls becomes 270 plus 30 equals 300. Let's assume that X boys left the school. So, the new number of boys in the school becomes 390 minus X, and the new ratio of boys and girls is 6 to 5, which means 390 minus X, 300 is equal to 6 divided by 5. 390 minus X divided 300 equals 6 by 5. Simplifying the above equation, we get X is equal to 30. Therefore, the number of boys who left the school is 30. Model 6. Mixture and allegation. Example 1. A mixture contains milk and water in a ratio of 9:11. When 6 liters of milk and 6 liters of water are added to the mixture, the ratio becomes 11:13. Find the initial quantity of milk. The initial ratio of milk and water in the mixture is 9:11. When 6 liters of milk and 6 liters of water are added, the new ratio of milk and water in the mixture is 11:13. The change in water value would be 2 liters. This means the 2 liters in 3 times yields 6 liters of water. To find the initial quantity of milk, the initial value of 9 should be multiplied by 3. The 9 liters in 3 times yields 27 liters of milk. Model 7. Income and expenditure. Example 1. The ratio of monthly incomes of Ram and Shyam is 9 to 8, and then monthly expenditures are in the ratio of 7 to 6. If each of them saves rupees 8,000 per month, find the sum of their monthly incomes. The ratio of the monthly incomes of Ram and Shyam is 9 to 8. The ratio of monthly expenditures is in the ratio of 7 to 6. The ratio of savings should be the difference between income and expenditure, which is 2 to 2. The saving 2 value is rupees 8,000 per month. Then the 1 value becomes 4,000. The sum of the monthly income value should be 9 plus 8, which is 17. 1 value is 4,000. Then 17 values should be 17 into 4,000, which is 68,000 rupees. Model 8. Partnership. Example 1. A starts some business with rupees 50,000. After 3 months, B joins him with rupees 70,000. At the end of the year, in what ratio should they share the profit? A invested in the business for 12 months, while B invested for only 9 months since he joined after 3 months. So the profit-sharing ratio can be calculated based on the amount of investment and the duration of investment by each person. A's investment is equal to rupees 50,000 into 12, which is 600,000 rupees. B's investment is equal to rupees 70,000 into 9, which is 630,000 rupees. Simplifying this ratio, we get A, B equal to 2021. Hence, A and B should share the profit in the ratio of 2021. Example 2. A, B, and C together start a business. 3 times the investment of A equals 4 times the investment of B, and the capital of B is twice that of C. The ratio of shares of each in the profit. We can start by using the given ratios to find a common ratio for A, B, and C. 3 times the investment of A equals 4 times the investment of B, which is A, B equals 3 to 4. The capital of B is twice that of C, which is B, C equals 2 to 1. A, B, C equals 3 into 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 1, which is equal to 6, 8 to 4. Here, the consequent of the first ratio should be equal to the antecedent of the second ratio. Dividing the ratio by 2, we get the required answer 3 to 4. 2. Model 9. Ages. Example 1. The ratio of ages of Omni and Pappu is 4 to 5. After 5 years, their ages will be in ratio 21-25. Find the difference between their ages in years. The ratio of their ages before 5 years is 4 to 5, and after 5 years, it becomes 21-25. The difference between 21 and 25 is 4. Multiplying the ratio of their ages before 5 years by 4, we get 16-20. Therefore, the difference in their ages is 20 minus 16, which is 4. Model 10. Train fare. Example 1. The ratio of first class fare to second class fare is 3 to 1. No of tickets booked of first class to second class is in a ratio 2 to 3. Total fare collected was 1,800 rupees. Find the fare collected from the passengers of second class. The ratio of first class fare to second class fare is 3 to 1. The number of tickets is in the ratio of 2 to 3. The total price of first class to second class is 3 into 2, 1 into 3, which is 6 to 3. The fare collected from the passengers of the second class is equal to the ratio of second class fare and the sum of ratios into the total fare. That is, 3 divided by 9 multiplied by 1800 equals 600 rupees. Alternatively, we can find the fare collected from the passengers of the second class. That is, the total value 6 plus 3 equals 9, which is equal to 1800 rupees. The fare collected from the passengers of the second class ratio is 3. The value 9 is 1800. Then the value 3 becomes 600 rupees. Model 11. Coins. Example 1. A bag contains a certain number of coins rupees 1, 50 paise, and 25 paise in a ratio of 7, 8 to 4. If there are rupees 360 in the bag, then calculate the number of coins of 25 paise. Let's assume that the number of rupees 1 coins, 50 paise coins, and 25 paise coins in the bag are in the ratio of 7, 8 to 4. The total value of the 1 rupee coins in the bag is 1 into 7, which is 7 rupees. Similarly, the total value of the 50 paise coins in the bag is 1 by 2 into 8, which is 4 rupees, and the total value of the 25 paise coins in the bag is 1 by 4 into 4, which is 1 rupee. Therefore, the total value of all the coins in the bag is 7 plus 4 plus 1 equals 12 rupees. However, the given that the total value of all the coins in the bag is rupees 360. Therefore, we can write the following equation. 12x equals 360. Solving for x, we get x is equal to 30. Finally, we can calculate the total number of 25 paise coins by multiplying the number 30 by 4, which is 120. So, the final answer is that there are 120 coins of 25 paise in the bag. Model 12. Diamond. Example 1. The price of a piece of diamond varies according to the square of its weight. When he breaks the diamond into 4 pieces of different weights in the ratio 2 to 3, 4 to 5, he incurs a loss of rupees 28,400. Calculate the price of an original piece of diamond. The given problem states that the price of a diamond varies according to the square of its weight. When the diamond is broken into 4 pieces of weights in the ratio 2 to 3, 4 to 5, the total weight of the diamond remains 14. The price of the 4 pieces can be represented as 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, and 5 square is 25. The price can be represented as 14 square is 196. Now, the total selling price of the 4 pieces can be calculated as the sum of the prices of the individual pieces, which is 4 plus 9 plus 16 plus 25 equals 54. The differences in price result in a loss, which is 196 minus 54 equals 142. The person who breaks the diamond incurs a loss of 142. 142x equals 28,400. Solving for x, we get x is equal to 200. The price of the original diamond is 196 into 200 times, which is 39,200. Model 13. Averages. Example 1. The cricketer whose bowling average is 24.85 runs per wicket, takes 5 wickets for 52 runs and thereby decreases his average by 0.85. The number of wickets taken by him till the last match was. We know that the cricketer's bowling average before the last match was 24.85 runs per wicket. Now, in the last match, the cricketer took 5 wickets for 52 runs. The bowling average of the last match was 52 divided by 5, which equals 10.4 runs per wicket. We also know that his average decreased by 0.85 runs per wicket after the last match, hence the average was 24. Take the cross difference on both sides, we get before the last match 13.6, and in the last match alone 0.85. In order to avoid decimal values, multiply the values by 100. After dividing the ratio by 5, the ratio between before the last match and the last match becomes 272 to 17. Here, the value 17 is represented as 5 wickets. Then, we need to find the total number of matches, which is 272 plus 17 or 289. Then the value 289 is represented as 85. Model 14. Profit or loss. Example 1. A man purchased 1 radio and 1 clock is 2,160 rupees. He sold the radio at 9% profit and clock on 3% loss. In the overall business, he earns a profit of 1% and then calculate the cost price of the clock. The man made a 9% profit on radio. The man lost 3% on the sale of the clock. The overall business should be 1% profit. The difference between 1% and minus 3% is 4%. Similarly, the difference between 9% and 1% is 8%. Simplify the ratio. By dividing the ratio by 2, we get 1 to 2. It implies that the radio has a 1 to 2 ratio to the clock. The sum of 1 and 2 is 3. To calculate the cost price of the clock based on the ratios provided, apply the following formula. The cost price of the clock is equal to the ratio of clock divided by the sum of ratios into the cost price of both items. That is, 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 2,160 equals 1440. Model 15. Simple or compound interest. Example 1. A man borrowed a sum of rupees 30,000, a part of it on simple interest at 12% per annum and the remaining on simple interest at 10% per annum respectively. If at the end of 2 years, he paid in all rupees 36,480 to settle the loan amount. What was the amount borrowed at 12% per annum? A man borrowed a sum of rupees 30,000 rupees. He borrowed money on the simple interest of 12%, which is 12% of 30,000, is 3,600 rupees. He also borrowed money on the simple interest of 10%, which is 10% of 30,000 is 3,000 rupees. A simple interest of 2 years is the difference between 36,480 and 30,000, which is 6,480 rupees. Then simple interest for 1 year is 3,240 rupees. The difference between 3,000